Seated in the auditorium are family and friends who have in many different ways supported these candidates to reach the goal represented by this ceremony. And on the platform are the college faculty and staff who've motivated, encouraged, and inspired these students as they completed their coursework and their college experience. And before us are the candidates for graduation, who've become good friends, mentors, colleagues, developing relationships that will serve them well as they move into the future together. We join then as members of an extended support network to celebrate the involvement of these candidates and to witness their accomplishment. That celebration now begins. Presiding over this commencement ceremony is the president of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, Dr. Davie Jane Gilmore.
Good afternoon. Please. Good afternoon. Thank you. Welcome to this commencement ceremony for the spring 2019 graduates of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. In 3 ceremonies, and you all know this is the last one, we will be awarding degrees and certificates to more than 900 students who in their brief time with us have touched the lives of the people on this stage, their faculty and staff, and the colleagues across campus. To the soon-to-be graduates, to the entire Penn College community, I say to you, we join you today, incredibly proud of your accomplishments and your celebration. We look forward to your role in the world as our tomorrow makers. Your Penn College degree has provided a passport to you for secure employment and a rewarding career. But here's the particular thing. You are the person who will determine the path that you take. We ask you to consider all that you have learned and make great choices as you go out in the world to make a difference. Now, we have a lot of achievements to recognize today, and I'd like to direct everyone's attention to the cords, the stoles, and the sashes that our students wear as they walk across the stage. We have some institutional-wide recognition that I'll mention later in the ceremony, but there are others worthy of mention. So I'll go through those with you as we begin. Patches sewn on the right sleeve or the right chest of the gown represent the following. International, a student who has participated in a study abroad program and experience, or a student hailing from another nation. The Tech Scholars Badge, students who participated in the National Science Foundation STEM Tech Scholars Grant Program. The B Scholars Badge, students who participated in the National Science Foundation STEM Build Environment Scholars Grant Program. Cords and stoles for honor societies include Phi Mu Delta International Honor Society in Business, and their cords and stoles are purple and gold. The Sigma Lambda Chi International Construction Honor Society, their cords are yellow and green, and their stoles are silver. The Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society of Nursing, their cords are purple. The Chi Alpha Sigma National College Athlete Honor Society, and their cords are black and gold. The sashes worn by our graduates today, resident assistants will be wearing a Penn College medallion on blue and gray ribbons. Student athletes will be wearing a silver sash with the Wildcat on one side and the student athlete on the other. The Sigma Pi Social Fraternity will be wearing purple stoles with Sigma Pi on one side and the graduating year on the other. The Phi Mu Delta Social Fraternity will be wearing orange stoles with Phi Mu Delta on one side and the graduation year on the other. And the PC Alliance members of the LGBTQIA community will be wearing rainbow stoles and rainbow tassels. Commencement is a rite of passage for all of us. These students, recognized by these cords, stoles, and sashes, have distinguished themselves in their activities, and they participate today with pride in their accomplishments. Congratulations to all of you as you enjoy this time of celebration and recognition, and our ceremony will begin. Thank you very much.
I'd like to now introduce Mr. Elliot Strickland, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Strickland.
President Gilmore, Dr. Bowen, Provost Starkey, distinguished faculty and staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the May 2019 graduating class. It's my pleasure this afternoon to introduce your student commencement speaker, David Gadala. Each year at Connections, which is our summer orientation program, we bring a comedian/motivational speaker named Michael Dean Esther. Many of you that went to Connections probably saw him that first night. He makes a joke at one point that the way you can really get your tuition's money out of your institution is to do everything. Join every club, go to every event, do everything. He's trying to send the message that it's important to get involved. He wasn't really saying, do everything. I don't think David understood this. A presidential student ambassador, community peer educator, information desk clerk, connections link, resident assistant, member of the Student Government Association where he served as vice president for internal relations and the executive vice president, a student representative on the college's student affairs and academic standards and issues governance committees, a member of the college's student conduct board, and that's just a couple of highlights. And he did it all while being a Dean's List student in the college's incredibly rigorous aviation maintenance program. I know for a fact that Penn College has never had a student graduate with formal certifications as both a certified peer educator specializing in the areas of diversity and mental health and a certification as an aircraft wiring inspection, a true Renaissance man. This fall, David enters graduate school at the University of Pittsburgh to pursue his master's degree in higher education administration. Thursday evening, he received a Penn College Award for outstanding student leadership and contributions to student life, and last night, he received the President's Award for outstanding leadership and service to the college. Today, David graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Aviation Maintenance Technology with a minor in management. Please welcome your 2019 student commencement speaker, Mr. David A. Gadala.
Thank you, Mr. Strickland, for your kind introduction. It is a great honor to have the opportunity to stand here today and share a few remarks with you all. I'd like to begin by asking my fellow graduates to join me in taking a minute to thank all those who helped us be here today. Whether they supported us in or out of the classroom, gave us advice and believed in us when we failed to believe in ourselves, gave us a ride to Sheetz at midnight, served us drinks, and by that I mean coffee to get to finals. First, I want to thank my roommate for always being there to let me in when I locked myself out of my apartment, so I would have missed a few classes if it wasn't for her. I'd also like to give a special thanks to the staff of the Student Activities Office for being there since the beginning of my involvement at Penn College. They've always encouraged me to be my best self and afforded me plenty of opportunities to be involved on campus in multiple leadership positions. I'd also like to thank my classmates for being there to help me with the lab, lend me a tool, or anything related to class, really. We've all suffered some serious dad jokes in Mike's class, and we live to tell the tale. I'd like to thank the faculty and staff members of the Aviation Center, especially Mr. Matthew Krebs for always supporting aviation students when they want to get involved on campus and always recognizing their efforts. Also, Mr. Thomas Inman for enduring my classmates and I for the past 2 years. We certainly did not make it easy for him. Finally, I'd like to thank my parents and my sister for always continuing to support me, even after 3 major changes and 2 different institutions. My parents are the hardest working people I know. If it weren't for them making the hard decision to leave their lives behind in Egypt and move here to a new country for my sister and I to receive a better education, I would not be standing here today, literally. When I was 13 and my family was getting ready to move to the States, a family member told my mother, your children will never amount to anything, and moving to a new country will not change that. So after moving to New Jersey and seeing what my parents had to endure for my sister and I to be where we are today, I became determined. determined to prove that family member wrong. I went to Kean University to study criminal justice, and I had plans to attend law school. I thought that becoming a lawyer was the way to prove that family member wrong. 3 semesters before graduating with my bachelor's degree in criminal justice, I transferred to Penn College because I realized I was unhappy in my field of study. I toured Penn College, toured the Aviation Center, and fell in love with it, and I was like, this is where I have to go to school. Fast forward 4 years at Penn College, here I am today, receiving my 2nd degree in aviation maintenance technology with a minor in management, and I'll be the first ever in my family to pursue a master's degree. We all have different stories of how and why we're here today. But one thing we all have in common is that we will leave here with an extremely valuable hands-on education. I've always said Penn College is the best of both worlds. We get the traditional classroom education in the form of PowerPoints and textbooks that I'm sure we've all read cover to cover. We then get to apply that textbook theory in our labs. There's a long-standing stigma associated with the word technical education. But as graduates of this institution, we know that our technical education offers our industries the best of what is associated with a traditional college curriculum and the hands-on skills that differentiate us from others entering the workforce. Without us in the field, there would be no aircraft technicians to ensure the safety of the aircraft you're flying on. There would be no diesel technicians to fix transport trucks that move stuff across the country. There would be no chefs or bakers who are properly educated on food handling and safety. I don't know about the rest of you, but I can't live without food or cheesecake. We have all been fortunate enough to have the opportunity to get a college degree in a field of work we're passionate about. We're more likely to be hired in our field of study over someone with a traditional college degree. And I'm sure many of you are sitting in your seats right now with jobs lined up already. Employers know when they hire us, they get a full package. They get an individual who has skills in critical thinking, problem solving, research, communication, and time management, along with the hands-on experience necessary to operate, build, or fix their equipment. As we leave here today, we will remember the friends we made, the celebrations we've had, the lessons we've learned, and the mentors who helped us along the way. If there's one thing that I hope you remember in addition to the memories you've made, it is this. Leave here with pride. Pride in your education, pride in your accomplishments, pride in the person you've become and the person you will continue to grow into. You made it through the hardships. We are leaving here today with a variety of unique degrees that will help the workforce. It will provide the workforce with a professional and technical perspective not usually obtained at a traditional 4-year institution. I want to leave you with a quote that I came across recently. Benjamin Franklin emphasized the importance of an interactive education with this wise remark. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn. We learn best when we work with our hands. So I urge you, as you leave here, as you become supervisors, teachers, or mentors, to involve those who are learning from you. We are tomorrow makers. So let's get out there and show the world what Penn College alumni can do. Congratulations.
This is probably about the time when I'm expected to hear a phone ring in the audience and give us some exciting song that I haven't been prepared for. And generally speaking, when I do my welcome, I ask you all to turn off your phones and silence them, but that actually never really happens because I remind you that this is the Pennsylvania College of Technology. So just turn off the ringer and keep the phone on, okay? Because this is Penn College, and we're all about technology. And so I'm going to take the first picture today. Smile. And we encourage you to continue to take pictures all day long during the graduation ceremony, and you can post them on hashtag PCTGrad as you commemorate and celebrate your day. The Alumni Achievement Award is presented to a graduate in the past 10 years who has done activities or events that are noteworthy and have accomplished significant goals in their career. They've also gone on to demonstrate the importance of a Penn College education. This afternoon, we honor Christina Wisniewski of Ardmore, Pennsylvania. She earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Culinary Arts and Systems, magna cum laude in 2013. While at Penn College, Christina, a Dean's List student, received the Visiting Chef Scholarship, served as a line cook and Lejeune chef, the college's fine dining restaurant. That is a laboratory, as you are many aware, for our culinary arts and hospitality students. She also interned at the Hotel Hershey. After graduation, she moved to the Philadelphia area to begin her culinary career under fellow Penn College graduate, Chef Andrew Masciangelo as executive chef and co-owner at Savona in Gulf Mills. While at Savona, the Zagat Restaurant Guide honored Christina in a roundup of 20 sous chefs to watch in Philly. Joining the Zavino Hospitality Group, she was named the executive chef at Antico Tridici in Bryn Mawr before taking on her current position as executive chef at Amis Trattatorio, part of the URBN portfolio of brands, and located in Philadelphia's mainline community of Devon. If you're a fan of Chopped, the Food Network, like I am, you may have seen Christina demonstrating her culinary talents and flair earlier this year. The Wonton Wonder episode, premiering on February 21st, featured a winning performance by Christina, whose dishes were deemed the most creative, tasty, and well-prepared. The Chopped format, for those that are not familiar, called for chefs to prepare a 3-course meal using all the mystery ingredients that the show provides. After each course, one chef is chopped by the judges, eliminating a competitor from the contest. Christina prevailed in every round and became a Chopped champion. As I'd like to say, she became our Chopped champion. She credits her ability to cook quickly in a competitive environment, in part because of her Penn College education and the competitions which she practiced in and participated in as a student. But Christina has built on that solid foundation in forging a most impressive career with much more to come. So please join me in warmly welcoming Christina Wisniewski, recipient of the 2019 Alumni Achievement Award. Christina.
I'm very nervous. Okay. Thank you, President Gilmore. I feel so amazing to be up here right now. It's so hard to believe that just 6 short years ago, I was walking across this stage, or should I say fist bumping, because I was so excited to be graduating. The funny thing about that was, I was absolutely terrified. I was terrified of the unknown. What would my future hold? Was I ready to cook in busy restaurants? Would I be able to make something of myself in this male-dominated industry? The best part of this all is, the answer was yes. It always was, and it always will be. Today, I stand in front of all of you, terrified again, mainly because I feel like I'm about to throw up all over this podium, but again, of the unknown. This week at work, I received some news about some major changes that are going to happen with our company. My culinary director has decided to go in a different direction. Our restaurant is about to go in a different direction, and here I am, bringing up all of the same questions that I had 6 short years ago. The craziest part of all this, again, is that Penn College and my parents, Donna and Steve, have gotten me ready for all of these curveballs that life has thrown at me. Life after college gets very real, and sometimes more difficult than you can ever imagine. But let me tell you, you are all ready. Gone are the days that I was out until 3 a.m. when I had 6 a.m. breakfast and brunch class. Gone are the days that dollar drink night was a thing at the cell block. I'm sure that you guys all know what that is. And gone are the days of getting a little too red-faced in my Wines of the World class. Again, I'm sure you know what that's like. But today, I stand here and I can tell you that Penn College got me ready for some of the most difficult days I have encountered. I was ready for my 13-hour workdays, teaching different people many different things, and how to make it through the most difficult of all of these days. I can't thank the culinary department enough, especially Chef Mike and Chef Paul, who are both here today. You all believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. You pushed me to stay in culinary school, even when I showed up to your office crying because I was too scared of being 3 hours away from my family. I am forever grateful for all that you guys have done for me. Every single person that I have encountered at this school has pushed me to try and do better. They pushed me to reach my full potential. I hope that you all get to take home the same thing that I got to take home after graduation. Before I get too sappy and start crying, I want to say my final thank you. Thank you for this amazing alumni award. I am so proud to have graduated from this college based on the fact that they value their students so much. Congrats, graduates of 2019. Get out there and show the world what it means to be a Penn College alumni and be damn proud of it.
This afternoon is the last of our commencement ceremonies being held this weekend. In addition to celebrating the achievements of the class of 2019, we honored a number of faculty, in fact, 3 of them, serving as, and 2 of them were Penn College alumni. We presented the Veronica M. Music Master Teacher Award to Ryan Good, Assistant Professor of Welding. We presented the Excellence in Teaching Award to David S. Richards, Professor of Physics. And we presented the same Excellence in Teaching Award to Drew Potts, Assistant Professor and Department Head of Civil Engineering Technology. We also presented a Distinguished Alumnus Award to John Estep, a 1974 mechanical drafting graduate of the Williamsport Area Community College, and the Humanitarian Award, given to Darrell Kerr, who received an associate's degree in liberal arts from the Williamsport Area Community College in 1972. Please join me in recognizing these outstanding members of the Penn College faculty, and I encourage you to visit PC today, later today, so that you can read more about it. Let's congratulate the award winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, many of you know that the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania College of Technology is its board of directors. It's this body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the college. Though some responsibilities are delegated, ultimate authority rests with the board. At this time, I would like to call upon Dr. Blaney Bowen, member of the board of directors, to authorize conferring of degrees at this ceremony. Dr. Bowen.
Good afternoon. This is a very special occasion for all of you. The degrees being awarded have come from hard work, from the guidance and wisdom of the faculty, and from strong support from your family and friends. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I extend to all of the graduates our congratulations and best wishes. And to all of the supporting family members, the faculty and friends, I extend thanks to you for your support. Now I turn to my official duty. Dr. Gilmore, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I authorize you on behalf of the board to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate dean.
Thank you.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees please rise?
You have a black robe on? Yeah, thank you.
Dr. Gilmore, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I'm very pleased to inform you that these women and men have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Science degrees that you have earned with all of the rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the administration. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for all associate degrees and certificates please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their respective associate degrees and certificates.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the associate degree and certificates that you have earned with all of their rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the administration. Congratulations. Now you remain standing, and would the baccalaureate graduates please rise? So everybody should be standing. Ladies and gentlemen, you entered this beautiful theater not too long ago as candidates for the degrees and certificates that you've earned. It was my humble honor to confer those degrees upon you just a few minutes ago. As a symbol of your entry into the world of educated women and men, as I turn the tassel of David, I would ask you to turn your own tassel. This will symbolize to the world that you are, in fact, a graduate of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Congratulations. You may be seated. As individuals and institutions, we all pass through clear stages of development, points in time where we grow in new roles and new responsibilities. This ceremony is a transition event for all of you graduates today. We will recognize individuals with academic honors. High outstanding academic achievement will be recognized for all students. The gold, silver, or white cords you wear will be indicative of the honor level. White for honors, silver for high honors, and gold for highest honors will identify these students. Blue cords will signify academic achievement for certificate students. In addition, we are proud to recognize graduates who are members of Phi Theta Kappa. Their gold stoles and gold tassels will identify them. We're also proud to recognize the students who are graduating in the Alpha Chi Honor Society, and white stoles will identify these students. We would now like to recognize our veteran students. They are identified by red, white, and blue cords. Those veterans in the class who are graduating today, either active military duty or retired military duty, would please rise. You can stay standing, because there's a little bit more about you I want to tell them. We have almost 400 veterans on our campus. One of them has a Bronze Star, 29 of them have Iraq campaign medals, and 20 of them have Afghanistan campaign medals. We are very, very proud of our veteran students. Now you may be seated. You may be seated. At this time, Dr. Carolyn Strickland, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Associate Provost, and the respective school representatives will present the candidates. We know this is time when you may want to come forward and capture that video or picture, and we simply ask that you leave the area in front of the official photographer open so that they may do their work. And with that, we'll continue the ceremony.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Accounting, Business Administration, Banking and Finance concentration from the School of Business and Hospitality.
Karen Marie Fay. Nathan Robert Fontaine. Samantha Ann Johnson. Erica N. Scheckler. Marcus David Stopper. J. Michael Harner. Cassandra Dawn Henderson.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Culinary Arts and Systems, Baking and Pastry Arts, Culinary Arts Technology, Hospitality Management from the School of Business and Hospitality.
Thank you.
Bridget Marie Callahan. Nolan Scott Lester. Jacob W. Perobek. Amaris Tiana Smith. Gloria Barno. Sarah A. Bryan. Brianna M. Farmer. Bailey L. Frey. Alexis L. Hunter. Madeline Joy Novak. Christian May Saunders. Garrett E. Modern. Ireland Quinn Hastings.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of the Paralegal Studies program from the School of Business and Hospitality.
Shantae Payton. Darren W. Peischer.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Applied Management, Business Administration Management concentration, Business Administration Marketing concentration, Business Administration Sport and Event Management, and Business Management from the School of Business and Hospitality.
Christopher R. Bain. Maxwell G. Bear. Andrew James Bucher. Danielle Louise Cannon. James S. Hall, Jr. Grant C. Heichman. Cole Eric Hoffman. Breland L. Johnson Fight. Kyle Edward Kern. Samantha K. Lelko. Richard Allen Lennon III. Troy Benjamin McBride. you just want to say M. Hope Miller Cup. Kayla M. Peters. Joshua Preston Rarick. Kyle Allen Remigio. Matthew Dean Schaefer. Andrea Lauren Solenberger. Jonathan L. Zeckman. Brad R. Conklin. Lloyd A. Shope. Jeffrey Todd Steen. Marianne E. DePasqua. Alexa McDevitt. Shanice McDowell. Eugene Frederick Raymond III. Diana Renee Weaver. Desiree N. Worth. Matthew Blauk. Julia May Eli. Aaron R. Palmer. Megan Ray Paff. Devin J. Shoemaker. Amelia B. Smith. Braden N. Smith. Trevor L. Dolan. Daniel S. Hibbs. Angel Lynn Turrentine. Devin Michael Sanders. Bradley M. Walter. Becky J. Barner. Patrick McLean Bowes. Kristen M. Dunkelberger. Stephanie Lynn McGinnis. Samantha R. Miller. Kayla M. Roman.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Web and Interactive Media from the School of Business and Hospitality.
Alicia Rose Arentowitz. Olivia Jane Hallbecker. Colin Huffman. Noah Paul Klein. Aaron Kelly McCarthy. Tristan David Scott. Jason A. Smith.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Automotive Technology Management Automotive Technology Ford Asset, Automotive Technology Honda Pact, Automotive Technology Mopar Cap, Automotive Technology, and Automotive Service Sales and Marketing from the School of Transportation and Natural Resources Technologies.
Nicholas Robert Aiello. Garrett Robert Auker. Nicholas D. Benfer. Matthew Davis Buskins. Allison N. Carr. Jonathan M. Dracolis. Alexander Michael Felmuth. Andrew Francisco. Nicholas L. Moore III. Logan Daniel Minnick. Patrick Michael Murphy. Jonathan C. Ritchie. Richard M. Wierzbicki McMickle. Rachel Carol Garner. Mason Reese Foltz. Colton C. Garrity. Trevor Eugene Hoffman. Christopher Aaron Hopkins. Levi Daniel Naus. Austin Sawyer Little. Cody Jedediah Shearer. Corey M. Snaringer. Christian Wise. Tyler Michael Adams. Alexander Thomas Baxa. Matthew C. Carbone. Thank you. Ronald G. Fuchs, Jr. Tristan Reed Link. Isaac Stickler. Thank you. Jason A. Caffro. Andrew Joseph Collier. Thank you. Alexander Charles Dugan. Lucas George Kamen. Justin R. Putnam. Ryan A. Weaver. Broderick John Bupivi. Mateos Chizon. Stephen R. Kramer. Alexander P. Crone. Jacob S. Healy. Jared Jones. Jason Michael Mulderig. Isaac J. Somerville. Jonah A. Spahn. Gavin Patrick Rinn.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Aviation Maintenance Technology, Aviation Technology, and Aviation Maintenance Technician, all from the School of Transportation and Natural Resources Technologies.
Messiah I. Ajayi Clark. Ansel. Noah James Ansel. Zachary A. Boyer. Alex C. Brader. Bryce R. Bradford. Christopher John Carrero. Joshua M. Chinchilla. Daniel Tyler Cronin.
Can you say Thomas instead of T?
I can. Kevin Thomas Duffy.
How do you say that?
Kenley France Floridor. Trevor W. Hawes. Shane M. Pease. Samuel Joseph Pham. Randy Stephen Vance. Austin Donald Hauser. Carrie Keaton Loeb.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Automotive Restoration Technology and Collision Repair Technology from the School of Transportation and Natural Resources Technologies.
Thank you.
Nicholas J. Cronin. Adam J. Davis. Christopher D. O'Lean. Frankie Jawanza Thomas. Nicholas H. Urso. Tucker Charles Watson. Eric Wayne Weigel. Arthur Monet Wright IV. Zachary Lyle Alexander. Thomas Edward Gorski, Jr. Jeremy D. Hall. Matthew K. Letterhouse. Shane V. McDonnell. Scott W. Morgan, Jr. Kai Allen Smith.
Yep.
Colin Devin Stavanis.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Diesel Technology, Heavy Construction Equipment Technology Caterpillar Emphasis, Heavy Construction Equipment Technology Operator, Heavy Construction Equipment Technology Technician, On-Site Power Generation, and Diesel Technician, all from the School of Natural Resources Technologies and the School of Transportation.
Stephen S. Barron. Nathan Aaron Berg. Derek R. Brady. Benjamin W. Cartwright. Claude T. Dickinson IV. Brock A. Dahl. Cody Stephen Fink. William Joseph Huffman. Colin Chad Klinger. Bennett R. Kujay. Adam Keith Lewis. Austin N. Potter. Ryan R. Reese. Eric M. Sander. How do you say that? Say it again. Slawanowski. Thank you. Evan Michael Slawanowski. Zachary Michael Stump. Ryan T. Walsh. Samuel R. Schock. Wade Burton. How do you say it? Brian D. Musio. Noah Wade Newcomb. Austin N. Schatzer. Nicholas O. Sheilak. Andrew F. Tamba. Hunter M. Bean. Elijah P. Freezer. Jacob Charles Gates. Eli D. Hauk. Luke P. Mahalan. William Nathan Santos. Brock M. Shomo. Mason A. Strunk. Jeffrey William Wood. Christopher Allen Dyer. Trevor S. Fitzwater. Philip Freelove. Mogul? Yes. Brian Samuel Mogul. Nathaniel Carlton Parker. Colin M. Shane. John M. Steely. John Christopher Crispin. John R. Golden. Trevor P. Iacono. Brian Scott Pello. John Christopher Perrone, Jr. Brandon J. Yee. Tyler Lee Jackson. Isaac M. Thompson. Jonathan D. Thompson.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Forest Technology and School of Transportation and Natural Resources Technologies.
Nathan Dayton Avery. Benjamin H. Erickson. Megan Elizabeth Finnan. Winter Gresh. Daniel W. Heil. Cameron James Hutchinson. Alexander S. Karchner. Hannah Louise Spicer. Nicholas James Swineford. Cayman A. Trossel. Aaron Michael Wheeler.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Landscape Horticultural Technology, Landscape Emphasis, and Landscape Horticultural Technology, Plant Production Emphasis from the School of Transportation and Natural Resources Technologies.
Jacob Courtley.
Yes.
William X. DeMarco. Timothy J. Dunker. James Stephen Essig. Jonathan D. Franz. Todd A. Grace. Joseph A. Kern. James J. Russell. Kendra May Snyder. Kendall Allen Warner. Adriana Suzanne Lee. Anthony M. Schaubel. Diana May Willman. Jacqueline Nicole Wolf. And David Godala.
I'll give them just a minute to get back, at least near their seats. You guys need to just give me 30 seconds. And then I'll hit it back to you, I promise. So here's the deal. Your connection to the college doesn't end today. You're now members of the Penn College Alumni Association, and that's the main link between you and Penn College. You're here from the Alumni Relations Office on a regular basis. We'd like you to keep your information up to date so we can stay in contact with you. And in about 6 months, you're going to get a graduate survey, and that survey is really important to us. It lets us know how well you're doing, lets us know your salaries and your job placement, and keeps us in touch with you so that we can hear about your success. So I want to thank you in advance for your assistance with that. Now I know that you're ready to get out and celebrate. And I have to tell you, in all honesty, the platform party's been here since 7 a.m., and they're probably more ready for me to finish than you are. But here's the deal. I get to be the last person to talk to you before you leave Penn College. And it is something I take very seriously. So I'm going to ask you to pretend for just about a minute and a half that there's nobody here but me and all of you. People ask me often, what do you think about when they're walking across the stage? Do you think about their footwear? Not in this crowd, but in this morning, I think about the health sciences students in their very high shoes and who's going to fall in my face. They asked me if I think about all the handshakes, or as one graduate said to me this morning, my palm is really sweaty and I'm sorry. I don't think about the young man who wore shorts and flip-flops yesterday, or the graduate who went across barefoot, or the backflip. Thank you. One year, someone did it off the table, so we made it through that way okay. See, I don't think about those things when you're going through this line. I think about those things when I'm getting ready upstairs. Here's what I think about when I look you in the eye and say congratulations. I think about the fact that every single one of you has a story about how you got here, what you did while you were here, and what you're going to do when you leave. And I wonder how much we helped you, how much the faculty behind me, the administration and the staff, helped you create a different story than the one you walked in with. We have a graduate in your group today who's graduating after 20 years of coursework. Not because she didn't care or she wasn't doing academically well, but she worked full-time, raised a family, and it took 20 years to walk across this stage. That's a level of dedication and tenacity that I'm not sure all of us understand. This morning, a graduate walked across this stage in nursing who lost his wife halfway through the program. And he kept raising his children and graduated today to make them a better life. In one of these 3 ceremonies, and I ask specifically not to be told which, we have a student who is a veteran who's graduating, who 4 years ago walked into the Marty Military Science Center, Military Science and Veterans Center in the SASC because he thought it was a vet center. He was homeless, no job, no place to live, and he thought we had a vet center that could help him. We had veteran work study students who said, we can help you. He has a house, he has an apartment, he has a car, and he has a job after graduating this weekend. I am confident that there are many, many more stories like that in the audience right now today. So here's the thing. I don't think you have any clue how much you mean to us, how much you've left an impact on our lives. As I talked to the faculty who told me those stories with tears in their eyes, as I talked to the staff who said, I helped this one do this or this one do that, you have left a mark on us that we will never forget. So I only have one thing to ask of you. Take this education that you heard about from David, take the gifts, the hands-on applied technology education that you're going to walk out of here today with, and make a difference. Make it count. Make your story have an ending that we will be proud of. All I ask you to do is make us Penn College proud, because we are very proud of you. Congratulations.
I invite those who are able to stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps, and everyone join in the singing of the Penn College Alma Mater. You can find the lyrics on page 2 of your program or on the screen above the stage. All right, Roy, kick us off here.
You do that every time.
I forgot my glasses.
Nestled in our mountains fair on the Susquehanna stands our beacon shining through